Next, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Prith Banerjee, who is the EVP and CTO at Schneider Electric. And note that word electric. There's a lot of stuff happening today that is very electric, and they are moving into lots of interesting verticals with their electric philosophies. Prith, it's your stage.
Thank you for inviting me here. So I've joined Schneider Electric about 5 months ago as Group CTO. Previously, I started my career in academia. I spent about 20 years as a professor at our University of Illinois Northwestern and so on. So I've kind of seen things on the university end, done a couple of small software startups, but along the way I have had the pleasure of working at HP, ABB, and now at Schneider. So what I'm going to talk about is how sort of open innovation is relevant to Schneider Electric. And again, you may not know about Schneider. So it's a 25 billion euro energy management and automation company. So look at all these sort of the devices that you have in your home, so sort of low voltage contactors, switches, switchgear, et cetera, low voltage to medium voltage. Medium voltage is about sort of 36 kilovolts and so on, all transformers and ring man units and circuit breakers and so on. So all the electrical stuff and associated with all the automation stuff for process automation, for industry automation, for oil and gas plants and so on. So it's the combination of energy and automation is what Schneider plays in. We have about 170,000 employees. We invest about 1.3 billion euro on R&D. So it's a fairly big company headquartered in Paris in France. I happen to work from our Bay Area office. So where we see the opportunities, and again, I'm sure you have seen a lot of exciting news from GE and Siemens and so on. All the industrial companies like GE, Siemens, Schneider Electric, ABB, they are sort of pivoting from being hardcore industrial companies to embracing the world of software, the world of Internet of Things, the world of industrial Internet of Things, and with all the connected products, getting information on the products, 24/7 collected stuff, and moving from product companies to services companies to what is called outcome-based companies. So it's the merger of, again, energy and automation, but using software to tie it all up. And it's very, very relevant to what the previous speaker just talked about, right, from Samsung. So these are sort of the hardware companies trying to going to the software area, but using IoT. Now, the footprint for R&D is quite big. We have about 12,000 R&D engineers around the world. The biggest sites are in France, being a Paris-based company. But we have a very strong presence we have 4 big R&D sites, one in Grenoble, one in Boston, one in Shanghai, and in Bangalore. And the importance for open innovation is that obviously there's a lot of very exciting innovation that is happening in each of the areas that we have. We have a buildings business, we have an utilities business, we have an industry business, so on. A lot of innovation happening internally within Schneider. But the need to embrace sort of innovation that is happening from the outside is what has motivated our work. And I'm going to talk about specifically the work on open innovation. But just like you heard from Samsung, we also have an investment arm. Again, I know that a lot of startups are here. So we started 2009 with a Schneider corporate ventures arm, but then what we decided to do is to combine it with a few of our partner companies like Alstom and Solvay. And so that's called Aster Capital. Aster Capital reports to my office, but they essentially, what we're trying to do is to pool the resources and have, again, a series of funds, 50 million, 100 million, and we just started a fund in Africa. So through the Aster Capital, we invest in startups. But then through our open innovation program, we actually partner with companies. So again, we have lots of innovation in different areas, as I said, in our buildings business, our IT business, or working sort of with data center, power management, cooling, and so on and so forth. So examples of startups that we have worked with very recently, AutoGrid is a startup that does energy analytics. It's in the Bay Area. Amit Narayan is a very good friend of mine. Again, we have been working with AutoGrid and trying to use their analytics into some of our hardware products like Wiser Air, which is a thermostat. We've been working with C3 Energy, Tom Siebel's company. Again, he has built this cyber physics platform and trying to tie that in with some of the machine learning capabilities, IoT capabilities, with our own internal IoT platform. So Schneider has an IoT platform called Digital Services Platform. We are working with a lot of companies like MemSQL and Helium and IoTM and so on. Finally, we have a company called KGS, which is a building analytics company, actually came out of MIT. We are using their analytics into some of our products. So we have been working with some of these open innovation concepts, but I've, as I said, just joined about 6 months ago, but we want to take this to a sort of the next level as to working with sort of VC firms on a very, very regular basis and trying to take innovative ideas from the startups and to build sort of interesting solutions for Schneider's end customers, right, using those solutions. Open innovation also has another angle, the long-term innovation, working with universities. We work with MIT, work with NC State and a bunch of others. We are about to launch a very big open innovation program with universities. And so finally, just wanted to kind of say that our R&D organization, about 12,000 people, working with the 5 businesses that we have, partner business, our industry business, our utilities business, and so on. So we have the R&D happening in the 5 businesses. Also, there's a central labs that is part of my organization as well. So the coordinating the short-term R&D in the businesses with the medium-term or long-term that happens in corporate R&D with the long-term that is happening in universities is part of our responsibility. Thank you for your attention.